For those who are looking for that perfect crossover vehicle, this would be the one, the Hyundai Tucson. This is an SUV, it's a small SUV, but most people find this vehicle to have quite a bit of cabin space and cargo room. You'll notice it has that futuristic look, fluidic sculpture. It appears to be in motion even when it's parked. It has a very sculptured look with a 0.37 coefficient of drag for aerodynamics. It comes in a 4-cylinder engine, either a 2.0 liter, 165 horsepower, or the 2.4 liter, 176 horsepower engine. The Hyundai Tucson is a very fuel-efficient SUV. It comes in either a front-wheel drive that will get up to 32 miles to the gallon, or an all-wheel drive vehicle that will get up to 28 miles to the gallon of gas. As I mentioned before, it has a 4-cylinder engine, either a 2.0 liter, 165 horsepower, or the 2.4 liter, 176 horsepower. It has plenty of power for pulling a trailer with weight of up to 2,000 pounds if the trailer has brakes, 1,000 pounds if the trailer does not have brakes. As a crossover vehicle, the Tucson has the comfortable ride of a large sedan, due in part to the McPherson strut suspension in the front and the multi-link suspension in the rear, which has extra large suspension bushings, making for a very comfortable ride as you're rolling down the highway. And with the touchpad handle, I can open up the rear hatch very easily and comfortably. The rear cargo area is approximately 26 cubic feet. And then with the back of the second row seat pushed forward, it opens up to 55 cubic feet of interior room for cargo space. This cargo tray is an optional item, but it's great when you're going to the beach and you want to keep sand off the carpet here, or if you're carrying potted plants and you don't want any dirt to spill out on your carpeting, or if you're carrying wood or anything like that, tools, it'll protect the surface below. Speaking of surface below, you also have your spare tire and easy access. Surprisingly, this small SUV has a lot of cabin space and easy access to the driver's seat. Once inside, you'll notice the dash is very futuristic looking with many gauges. Here we have the tachometer to the left. You have your trip odometer in the middle with the engine temperature to the left and the fuel gauge to the right, and the speedometer is here to the right. The wiper blades move from the right stalk, the lights from the left stalk. Taking a closer look at the steering wheel, you'll notice that the volume control and the different settings for your radio are located right here in a convenient area. Below that is the buttons for your Bluetooth connectivity, so you can be hands-free on your phone. Then here to the right is where you would have your cruise control buttons. The steering wheel is telescopic, in and out, up and down, until you find the place that's just right for you. Now let's take a look at the radio. Easy access to the radio. You have your FM, AM dials here, XM hardware for satellite radio, and your CD access is right there. Your preset stations are right across here. The temperature controls are right below. You'll notice the front and the rear defrost, your mode or airflow direction right here. And in this particular model, the limited trim level, you do have heated driver and heated front passenger seats. Down below there's two 12-volt outlets for charging cell phones, and you have the iPod Connect and USB port for those who have handheld music devices. As I mentioned earlier, the front-wheel drive Tucson gets up to 32 miles to the gallon on the highway. It's assisted by an active echo button right here to give you 7% better fuel economy. Active echo is a management system on the engine and transmission to manage the throttle. This gives you better performance and better fuel economy. Some other features on this vehicle would be to my left on the dash. There's a lock button here for all-wheel drive. That way, the first 20 miles per hour you're in four-wheel drive, and then the all-wheel drive feature comes on as needed, otherwise you're in front-wheel drive. There's an uphill and downhill assist button for those who are driving up steep grades or in the mountains. You may want to turn that button on, and then when you come to a stop on a steep grade, it will keep you from rolling backwards as you continue your ascent. As you go over the top of a steep hill or a mountain and you descend, it will also help you manage the vehicle as you're going down the steep grade so that you do not lose control of the vehicle because of a high speed. For those of you who enjoy the comfort as you ride down the road in a large sedan, and yet you need that cargo room that you would find in an SUV, the Hyundai Tucson is the perfect crossover vehicle. And did I mention that the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety made this vehicle a top pick for its safety features? Come on down, bring your family to our store, check this vehicle out, check out the Hyundai Tucson and take it for a test drive.